Welcome back to My Sister's TBR. I'm Stacy.
And I'm Rebecca, and it's time for our mid-month check-in where we take a little breather, refill our iced coffees, and catch up on what July has thrown at the book world so far.
We've got some juicy July releases we can't stop thinking about, a bit of bookish news that's been lighting up our feeds, and of course, we'll be chatting about our featured read of the month, Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Because yes, we're in our Emily Henry era, and no, we're not sorry about it.
It's our third time featuring her on this podcast, and honestly, very well deserved. This one's hitting differently, but we'll get into the vibes, the voice, the characters on our end of month episode.
We just give a little dabble.
Yeah.
In this
little
episode.
Sprinkle.
So, grab your current read, maybe your favorite annotated copy if you're in a reread mood, and let's dive into what's been making our shelves and our hearts overflow this month.
It's cozy, it's chaotic, it's your mid-month check-in. Let's go.
Whoop. Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
New releases?
Please.
Okay. Our July new releases. Would you like to start?
Sure.
Okay.
I love this part of our mid-month episodes, honestly.
There's so many good books.
And also, just for reference, because if anybody's noticed how excited I get each time, Stacy's the one who comes up with this list.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, this is a surprise to me each time. Okay. The beding-ding.
Beding.
Okay. So, the first up on our new releases for July is The Bewitching by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Its expected publication date is July 15th. Happy birthday to me. Anyway, I like the cover. Loving the green and the gold.
Of course we love the green.
Yep, of course. And the vines, I'm liking it. So I'm a very much judge a book by its cover.
Unfortunately,
Strictly.
we both are.
Yeah.
We can't be a little unbiased at all. We are very...
No. Yeah. This is a horror fantasy and historical fiction. 368 pages. That's a good amount. That's a good size.
Mm-hmm. Especially for a fantasy.
Yes. Back then, when I was a young woman, there were still witches. That was how Nana Alba always began the stories she told her great-granddaughter, Minerva. Stories that have stayed with Minerva all her life. Perhaps that's why Minerva has become a graduate student focused on the history of horror literature and is researching the life of Beatrice Tremblay, an obscure author of macabre tales. In the course of assembling her thesis, Minerva uncovers information that reveals that Tremblay's most famous novel, The Vanishing, was inspired by a true story. Decades earlier, during the Great Depression, Tremblay attended the same university where Minerva is now studying and became obsessed with her beautiful and otherworldly roommate, who then disappeared under mysterious circumstances. As Minerva descends even deeper into Tremblay's manuscript, she begins to sense that the malign force that stalked Tremblay and the missing girl might still walk the halls of the campus. These disturbing events also echo the stories Nana Alba told about her girlhood in 1900s Mexico, where she had a terrifying encounter with a witch. Minerva suspects that the same shadow that darkened the lives of her great-grandmother and Beatrice Tremblay is now threatening her own in 1990s Massachusetts. An academic career can be a punishing pursuit, but it might turn outright deadly when witchcraft is involved.
That actually, gave me some, little tinglies down my spine.
Yep, I can see that being... horror.
Yeah.
Is this the one? Is this finally the book that is going to
Give us that. Yeah.
Please.
Spooky. Oh, I think we should read it.
Yep. Done. Add it to the TBR. That's what we're here for.
Yes, our whole premise to this podcast is to just throw books at you.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, we have Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. This is a mystery thriller. It's 400 pages, and it's expected on July 22nd. In 7 days, Jet Mason will be dead. Jet is the daughter of one of the wealthiest families in Woodstock, Vermont. 27 years old, she's still waiting for her life to begin. I'll do it later, she always says. She has time. Until Halloween night, when Jet is violently attacked by an on-scene intruder. She suffers a catastrophic head injury. The doctor is certain that within a week, the injury will trigger a deadly aneurysm. Jet has never thought of herself as having enemies, but now she looks at everyone in new light. Her family, her former best friend turned sister-in-law, her ex-boyfriend. She has at most 7 days, and as her condition deteriorates, she has only her childhood friend Billy for help. Nevertheless, she's absolutely determined to finally finish something. Jet is going to solve her own murder.
Oh.
Ooh.
I just love a good mystery thriller.
So I love how this is bringing in the urban legend of 27 Club. You've never heard of the 27 Club?
I don't think so.
No. It's an urban legend that like musicians, artists, or actors die at the age of 27.
Oh.
Which has like these really weird amount of deaths that happened at 27. Like Brian Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's really... So I love how Holly Jackson picked 27 because it's bringing in that urban legend about the 27 Club.
Yeah.
Also, 7 days brings me right back to The Ring.
Oh, God.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies. That sounds like it'll be a very interesting read. I love the whole solving your own murder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who can say that they've done that?
That's pretty cool. That's a really cool concept, actually.
Yeah. What's next?
Up next, we have A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. This is expected to be published on the 15th of July again.
Wow. Your birthday is so popular.
I know. It is a fantasy romance, and it's 336 pages. Sarah Swan used to be one of the most powerful witches in Britain. Then she resurrected her great aunt Jasmine from the very recently dead, lost most of her magic, befriended a semi-villainous talking fox, and was exiled from her guild. Now she slightly reluctantly and just a bit grumpily helps her aunt run an enchanted inn in Lancashire, where she deals with her quirky guests' shenanigans, tries to keep said talking fox in check, and longs for the future that seems lost to her. But then she finds out about an old spell that could hold the key to restoring her power. Enter Luke Larson, handsome and icy magical historian, who arrives on a dark winter evening and might just know how to unlock the spell's secrets. Of course he can. Luke has absolutely no interest in getting involved in the madcap goings-on of the inn and is definitely not about to let a certain bewitching innkeeper past his walls, so no one is more surprised than he is when he agrees to help Sarah with her spell. Worse, he might actually be thawing. Running an inn, reclaiming lost magic, and staying one step ahead of the watchful guild is a lot for anyone, but Sarah Swan is about to discover that she doesn't have to do it alone, and that the weird, wonderful family she's made might be the best magic of all. Ah.
That sounds so cozy.
And I love the picture, or the cover of the book.
Cozy fantasies are just... Oh, chef's kiss. I love cozy fantasies.
And a grump.
Yes. That's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know. Done.
Okay. The two that I have been so So excited for.
Oh.
The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley. Let's see if it gives you any specific vibes. Keeping in mind the cover, how it looks. Osric Mordaunt, member of the Faran Order of Assassins, is in dire need of healing. Naturally, such is the grim comedy of fate. The only healer who can help is Aurene Ferrum, preeminent scientist, bastion of moral good, and member of an enemy order. Aurene is desperate for funding to heal the sick, so desperate that when Osric bribes her to help him, she accepts, even if she detests him and everything he stands for. A forced collaboration ensues. The brilliant woman in STEM is coerced into working with the PhD in murders, which is much to Orion's disgust. As Osric and Orion work together to heal his illness and investigate the mysterious reoccurrence of a deadly pox, they find themselves ardently denying their attraction, which only fuels the heat between them. So it's enemies to lovers, high interaction slow burn, hyper-competent idiots, he falls first and harder, evisceration as a love language. We can't see your face, Rebecca.
I know. That's putting me right in mind of the part in Manacled where she helps Draco.
Okay, so you are very close on the same wavelength. It is one of the Dramini fanfics being published. It's Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Being in Love. That's the name of the fanfic that this is.
Did you?
Which coincidentally was the fanfic that I wanted to nominate for our November's Dramini fanfic.
Okay, I was gonna say I knew you had said something about that before.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it sounded
and that
familiar.
is the one that I. Yeah, it's funny because the cover of the fanfic looks very similar.
Oh, yep.
Quite similar.
Yep. That it does.
Yeah.
And it's out.
Yes. I forgot to mention that. It was published on July 8th, and it's 416 pages. I'm very excited about that, especially if we do end up doing that fan fiction for November. And then if we go and read the actual published one and do some comparisons, you know.
Then, on the same wavelength as what we were just saying, this is the number one in the Evermore trilogy, Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. The war is over. The dark forces have won, and the hero who was supposed to save them is dead. Captured as her castle is overrun by the enemy, Bryony knows that the world as she knows it is changed forever. The dark forces of Beaumard have won, and her people, the Eversons, face imminent servitude, imprisonment, or death. Her brother, fated to be heir twice over and unite the warring kingdoms, is dead. Stripped of her mind magic and her freedom, Bryony and the other survivors are quickly auctioned off to the highest bidders in the auction. And as the heir apparent's sister, she fetches the highest price. After a fierce bidding war, she sold to none other than Tovin, a high-ranking Beaumardson, and her long-time and ill-fated infatuation. Scion of a family known for their cruel control of heart magic, the Hursts are ruthlessly ambitious, and Bryony knows they will use her however they can to further their own interests. Yet, despite the horrors of her new world and the role she must learn to play within it, all is not lost. Help and hope may yet arise in the most unlikely of places. Which...
I wonder what that sounds like.
I was just about to say. Yep. Help can be found at Hogwarts if one knows where to... Yep. That's what put me in mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So that is we gotta be careful with how we're saying it, but it is auction.
The auction.
Yep. And then the third one that we're waiting on, which is Alchemized by Senlin Yu, which is Manacled, will be out in September, just in time for my birthday. What are the chances that the two that we have like featured, loved, read, devoured, one is being released in your birth month and one is being released in my birth month?
Fate.
Like, what are the chances of that?
Meant to be.
Yeah.
Yep. Love it.
Oh, I'm so excited. We definitely need to do like comparing the published work to the fan fiction.
Yep. Definitely.
Okay. Next up, we are doing a complete flip. Of course, we had to get some contemporary romance in here. Of course. This is Love is a War Song by Danica Nava. And it is 336 pages, and it will be published on July 22nd. Pop singer Avery Fox has become a national joke after posing scantily clad on the cover of Rolling Stone in a feather war bonnet. What was meant to be a statement of her success as a Native American singer has turned her into a social pariah and dubbed her a fake. With threats coming from every direction and her career at a standstill, she escapes to her estranged grandmother Lottie's ranch in Oklahoma. Living on the res is new to Avery. Not only does she have to work in the blazing summer heat to earn her keep, but the man who runs Lottie's horse ranch despises her and wants her gone.
Of course.
Red Fox Ranch has been home to Lucas Iron Eyes since he was 16 years old. He has lived by 3 rules to keep himself out of trouble. 1, preserve the culture. 2, respect the horses. And 3, stick to himself. When he is tasked with picking up Lottie's granddaughter at the bus station, the last person he expected to see is the Avery Fox. Lucas can't stand what she represents, but when he's forced to work with her on the ranch, he can't get her out of his sight or his head. He reminds himself to keep to his rules, especially after he finds out the ranch is under threat of being shut down. It's clear Avery doesn't belong here, and they form a tentative truce and make a deal. Avery will help raise funds to save the ranch, and in exchange, Lucas will show her what it really means to be an Indian. It's purely transactional, absolutely no horsing around, but where's the fun in that?
Enemies to lovers.
Oh, yes.
Love it.
Love that.
Yep. Ooh, we have a new Lynn Painter. I need to read more of her things. I still haven't even finished that series yet.
Get to it.
I know.
But I can't say much because I'm a chronic series starter and never a finisher.
Okay. Up next, we have Made for Each Other by Lynn Painter. This is expected July 15th.
Oh my god, I swear this was not intentional.
It's a contemporary romance, and it is 368 pages.
Do you see the other tags? Fake dating, forced proximity.
We love to see it. Okay. As a professional cleaner, Abby Mariano never thought her apartment would have any sort of infestation. But because of a building-wide outbreak, she now needs somewhere to stay for a week. As a part-time student with 2 jobs, she doesn't have many options. Then the solution presents itself. The owner of the penthouse she cleans is out of town for the week. She normally wouldn't consider it, but he's literally never around. She hasn't even met him. It goes great until one morning she finds 2 strangers in the kitchen. They are the parents of the penthouse owner, and they seem to think they've heard all about Abby, not as their son's maid, but as his girlfriend. Declan Powell has always put his career first, working his way up to become an executive at his company, but he still has his sights set on the next level. When his parents mention that they met his girlfriend Abby, he all but chokes on his escargot. As wonderful as it sounds that she was just darling, he doesn't actually have a girlfriend. He made her up to get everyone off his back. When Dex finds out who Abby really is, he makes her a proposition. Pretend to date him, and he'll provide everything she needs during their little arrangement. What harm would it do? It's purely business, no pleasure, right? Lies. Lies.
You lie.
Yeah. Uh,
I feel like I would get pretty bad secondhand embarrassment.
yeah.
That's my big issue when I go into books is I tend to, I don't know, shy away from the books that could give secondhand embarrassment because I
Yeah.
hate it. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it would be okay. I just that
It's like
I don't know.
obviously books are like we read fiction here, but it's like who would do that? Who would
Yeah.
actually stay
Like,
in an apartment that you are cleaning? That's bonkers to me.
yeah. Yep. Nope. It gives me icky
Yep.
feeling.
Goodness. No boundaries at all.
Nope. And of course, I had to finish off with a YA romantasy. Naturally. So this is Of Flame and Fury by Michaela Bridge.
The cover is beautiful.
Isn't it? Those colors. Oh, I just love it. It's expected July 15th. So I will read out the top little section. It says Fourth Wing meets Iron Widow in this enemies to lovers romantic fantasy by debut author Michaela Bridge. On an island built from ash and shrouded in fire, Phoenix racing is a sport just as profitable as it is deadly. Kel Vera and her team of underdogs, the Crimson Howlers, are desperate to win the annual races and the fortune that comes with it. But the Howlers need a new rider, which leads Kel to join forces with Warren Coopers, an arrogant rival she can't get out of her head. As tensions rise on and off the track, Kel accepts a job from a mysterious tech mogul who shows an unsettling interest in her phoenix, Savida. This thrusts Kel into a conspiracy that endangers everyone she cares about, especially Coop, as her resentment ignites into something dangerously new. Heart-pounding pages full of fiery romance, jaw-dropping confessions, political scheming, and volatile magic culminate in a final battle that none may survive.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay. And again, honestly, I would read it just because of the cover.
That's the cover.
Yep.
It is very pretty.
Wow.
Hmm.
It's beautiful.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely.
Definitely. So news-wise, did you get some juicy news tidbits?
The Frida McFadden's new book, The Tenant, is apparently already picked up by Amazon MGM Studios.
No way. I had to DNF that book, so I don't know how I feel about that.
I know, same.
Literally like any of her other books.
Yeah.
How to be that
I don't
one?
know. Yep.
I mean, good for her.
Yeah.
She's going all out.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love how many screen adaptations we're getting.
It's about dang time.
Like, yes, they finally know what we the people want.
Yep.
And it's visual version of our books.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not crazy big news, but this summer I Turned Pretty season 3 drops on July 16th. Oh, I'm super excited for that. I love the series. But apparently the show is going to take a different turn or a twist than what the book did.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been very confidently picking a specific brother, but now I'm afraid that they are twisting it to be a different brother. I don't know how I feel about that.
I guess we'll find out soon.
But Yeah. Well, not really, because they're dropping
True.
episodes weekly.
Yeah, that is true.
But either way, we shall find out.
We shall. I don't know if this is new news or if this is just new news that was on this Facebook page that ended up on my For You page. Who knows?
If it's new to us, it's news.
Okay.
So
yeah. Lisa Jewell, her novel None of This Is True, is apparently getting a movie adaptation.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
I got that one here somewhere.
Yeah, I think you do. Yep.
Well, I guess we'll have to read it.
Definitely. What else?
So I know this one technically releases August 1st, but it's close enough to our July episode that, I'm going to say it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
My Oxford Year by Julia Wellen, that is being released as a Netflix movie.
Ooh.
So it is based on My Oxford Year by Julie Wellen. Offered a fantastic job in a rising star's political campaign on condition that she will work abroad and return to Washington after spending a dream year at Oxford, Ella clashes with and then falls for an outspoken literature professor with a life-changing secret that forces her to rethink her ambitions.
Oh.
And it's the same actress from Purple Hearts.
Yeah, I really like her. Sophia Carson.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Very excited for that. I think it's going to be good.
I'm intrigued.
Have not read the book, but
we will.
The Fourth Wing TV show Deadline reported an update in early July, which clarified why there has been so little news on the show. And it turns out that the original showrunner, Moira Wally-Beckett, left the production.
Oh.
It's unclear why. She's best known for writing and producing Breaking Bad and creating the Netflix series Anne with an E. So she exited the series. Don't know why. But Amazon is eyeing the Agatha All Along and WandaVision creator, Jack Schaefer, as her replacement.
Oh.
So, yeah. So should that deal get locked in, which, according to Deadline, is pretty likely, the production should start moving along a bit more.
Goodness.
Fingers crossed. Still considering it's such early days for the show, we're thinking that new episodes won't premiere until 2027 at the earliest.
Oh my god, that's so far away.
So far away. Yeah. And there has been no cast news yet.
Darn.
But there is plenty of discourse around casting for Violet and Xaden. There's a lot of TikTok videos and blogs and just posts about it. So
exciting.
We shall see.
Yep.
We shall see. And another thing that I wanted to talk about. Every Summer After by Carly Fortune is getting a movie? A series? A movie. A series. Do we know? So I did not know that. Like that it was actually getting picked up. I might have said it maybe in an episode before, but I never really grasped it because I never read the book. But I have the book read now. So that's why this like really piqued my interest.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk about that at the end of month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Amy B. Harris, the showrunner for Amazon's Prime Video series The Wilds, is actually grabbing the reins for Every Summer After.
Okay.
Originally, it was going to be the creator of Heart of Dixie. Right? But has exited the series, the project, over creative indifferences. Other than that, we've been keeping an eye on all of the million Emily Henry adaptations that are coming, and I know there's only like, I don't know, like 3 or 4, but it feels like it's just everything is Emily Henry, and I love it. So we do have a release date.
Oh.
For it. So we already know who's cast in it. We've talked about that before.
Are you going to specify what movie this is for or what book this is for?
Yeah, just give me a minute, Rebecca.
Okay.
Obviously, it's for people we meet on vacation.
Okay.
Okay. So we already know who's going to be playing our Poppy and our Alex, which is great. So far, what we know about the production status is that it has not actually yet begun filming. So, but yet they have a release date, so that's still good as well. So it will premiere on Netflix on January 9th, 2026.
Oh, that's like not that far away.
No. Which seems strange that they haven't started filming yet. Like, what is the time frame of these things?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But either way, I'm super duper excited. I can't wait.
That's my next read.
Oh, it's so good. I'm going to reread it before it premieres on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, all of, like, it's like all of her stuff is getting adaptations. Like Funny Story, Beach Read, People Who Meet on Vacation, Book Lovers.
Goodness.
I just want them all. Just give me them all.
Give it time. It will.
Yeah, okay. So that's the news. Amazing. What are you reading?
I am only currently reading 2. How many are you currently reading?
Technically, only like 2.
Wow. Okay.
So give me what you're reading.
So the first one that I started reading this month is the 5th book in the Improbable Meet Cute series.
Oh, yes. I forgot you were reading those.
Which is With Any Luck by Ashley Poston.
I love her.
Amazing. It's a whopping 43 pages.
Wow.
I could have easily finished it, obviously, in the one sitting, but I'm trying to pace myself and just spread it out a bit. Yeah. So this is a romance. Audrey Love is cursed to be the person before you find your soulmate, the girl you dump for your true love. So when her best friend disappears hours before his Valentine's Day wedding, Audrey feels that she did the unthinkable and kissed him at last night's bachelor party. With help from the best man, she retraces her steps to find the missing groom and, with any luck, a true love of her own.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I love it.
Yeah, so right now I'm just like at the part where they wake up after the bachelor party and he's missing. Audrey and the maid, quote unquote, of honor hate each other, or they're just like bumping heads and they're not getting along. But obviously you know how that's gonna end.
Well, yeah. I feel like this whole podcast has been about enemies to lovers.
True. We may as well rename
like every book.
Yeah. Good so far. 43 pages. Literally nothing. But she's cute.
I love it. I love her as well.
I can't wait to finish all of the other books. Yeah, I like her writing so far.
Okay.
What are you reading?
So I'm reading book 2 in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver.
Ooh.
Titled Wild Eyes.
Oh boy.
I don't know how she writes them, but she writes some real good men.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
Men written by women.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is a rugged mountain town seemed like the perfect escape from a life in shambles, but on day one, I run full tilt into the world's hottest single dad, and now all my plans are ruined. As a chart-topping country singer with a recent streak of bad press, it's hard to find any peace, but I find it in Rose Hill, with a little boy and a little girl who steal my heart just as thoroughly as their dad, Weston Belmont. The man is a shameless flirt. He oozes confidence and masculinity in a way that's downright distracting, and in bed, he's addictive. Everything with him is wild and impulsive, and I'm desperate to regain some control, but no one has supported me like Wes does, and no one has ever made me feel as loved as he does either. So while my brain says settle down with a small town horse trainer is impossible, my heart says I'm right where I belong. Still, my life as a celebrity haunts me. It has the power to pull us apart. I can see in his eyes he wants me to stay, and I want that too. But I know better than anyone that we don't always get what we want.
You don't always get what you want.
What you want.
Oh, that sounds so good. I need to read that series.
Yes. And the chestnut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chestnuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nuts and chest. Yeah.
Yep.
Chestnut Springs. That's the word.
Yep. Just chestnuts.
Oh, yeah. She's a fantastic writer. I love the stuff that I've read so far.
Yeah. That sounds great.
Okay. What is your second book?
So, I started to read Beach Read
Oh.
by Emily Henry. Finally.
That's not our featured read.
Nope. Close.
Uh-huh.
So, Beach Read by Emily Henry is a contemporary romance, and it is 358 pages. Augustus Everett is an acclaimed author of literary fiction. January Andrews writes best-selling romance. When she pens a happily ever after, he kills off his entire cast. They are polar opposites. In fact, the only thing they have in common is that for the next 3 months they are living in neighboring beach houses, broke and bogged down with writer's block. Until one hazy evening, one thing leads to another, and they strike a deal designed to force them out of their creative ruts. Augustus will spend the summer writing something happy, and January will pen the next great American novel. She'll take him on field trips worthy of any rom-com montage, and he'll take her to interview surviving members of a backwoods death cult, obviously. Everyone will finish a book, and no one will fall in love, really. Lies. Lies.
Oh my god, she does such a good job at writing these stories, these families, these people, places that just make you feel homesick when you close the book. And that is exactly how I feel listening to you read that description, because I read it not too long ago, but like I was just like, oh, my babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
What have you been up to? Oh.
I love how like I'm really starting to really love her writing though, because it's like, so normally, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when an author is too descriptive, it's kind of corny. Yeah. Depending on how they do it. So I find she makes January be really descriptive in like some things that she's talking about, but it's not corny because she's a writer. So it's like, obviously, January would normally be talking like this because she's a writer, so she sees things and talks about things differently. I love it.
She's going to look at or describe or just say things different than what we would, because she's thinking with a writer's brain.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Oh, so good. So good.
Yep. Loving it so far.
I lied.
Why are you lying?
I'm sorry. I got 3 books.
Okay.
But the second one is book number 1 of the Bourbon Boys.
Oh.
Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is the genres that's listed is romance and romantic suspense.
Interesting.
Yes.
Hmm.
448 pages, so she's a bit chunkier.
Mm-hmm.
Bit chunky. The description. In Fiasco, Kentucky, there is one rule: never fall for a fox brother. Any woman who did ended up dead, or so the rumor goes.
Oh.
Counties call it a curse, but I've lived it and I won't survive it again. I'm not a cop anymore, but I've seen enough danger to know that Lainey Young, the beautiful stranger who just showed up in my small town, is running from it. She's lying about where she came from and what she's doing here. I don't want her near my family or the quiet life I've made for myself, but my brothers have other plans. Now she's everywhere, working at my distillery, living in our guest house, calling me cowboy, and skinny dipping in my horse trough. Interesting.
God.
But it's the way she dishes out attitude from that pretty mouth of hers that has me wanting things I've sworn to myself I'd never want again. I should push her away, forget how her lips taste, and ignore how she makes me want more out of life again. When her past shows up and mingles too closely with mine, her lies begin to unravel. The rules don't matter anymore. I mess up, dig too far, and get too close. Only two things have the power to keep her safe now: bourbon and lies.
Oh. Is there any miscommunication yet? Because that just kind of screams miscommunication to me. But I guess it's different because it's lies.
Yeah, like hiding stuff about your past maybe isn't really...
True.
I mean, it's still bad. It's still bad.
Bad.
Yeah, but don't do that.
It's okay.
But it's not the, like, two adults not talking about their feelings.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Like...
Yeah, it's different.
So it's not giving me that miscommunication ick yet.
Okay.
But we will see.
Promising.
I'm not very far into it.
Okay.
I don't know if I can talk about the third one.
Why?
Because I don't want people to know that I'm freaky. Okay. You did not need... There could have been at least a little hesitation between me saying that and the face that you made.
No.
Okay, so that ship has obviously sailed.
Yeah.
Okay. So the third book that I'm reading is my book club book. And the prompt for July's book was the most unhinged book that's on your TBR.
Oh, good.
So everybody put their unhinged book suggestions in, and then we voted on a book. So the winner was Morning Glory Milking Farm by C.M. Nascosta. I know I've talked about it on here before because I started it a little while ago.
I've never heard of that. What does that even mean?
You've never heard of the Minotaur milking?
Oh, I think I remember you talking about that.
Okay. It's actually like a really wholesome story when you get to the...
Is it?
Actual story.
Wholesome, I bet. Without the W. Ha.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that needs to be the title of the episode.
Oh, God. Sick.
Okay, let's just get through this description again, and I'll try to be a little quiet so that nobody in the house hears me.
Okay. Explicit.
Okay. Violet is a typical down-on-her-luck millennial, mid-20s, overeducated, and drowning in debt, on the verge of moving into her parents' basement, when a lifeline appears in the form of a very unconventional job in neighboring Cambric Creek. She has no choice but to grab at it with both hands.
Foreshadow.
Morning Glory Milking Farm offers full-time hours, full benefits, and generous pay with no experience needed. There's only one catch. The clientele is grade A certified prime beef with, with the manly, meaty endowments to match. Milking minotaurs isn't something Violet ever considered as a career option, but she's determined to turn the opportunity into a reversal of fortune. When a stern, deep-voiced client begins to specially request her for his milking sessions, maintaining her professionalism and keeping him out of her dreams is easier said than done. Violet is resolved to make a dent in her student loans and afford name brand orange juice, and a one-sided crush on an out-of-her-league monitor is not part of her plan, unless her feelings aren't so one-sided after all. Morning Glory Milking Farm is a short human monster romance novel featuring a high-heat, slow burn with a lot of heart and a guaranteed HEA. The content warnings. Do I read the content warnings?
Yes, please.
Okay. Content warnings include cock milking, non-human anatomy, size difference, and a lot of fluid. So this is what won our book club read for July.
I'm judging all of you. Every single one.
Have you seen the cover?
No. I don't even know if I
book?
want to.
Yes, you do, Becky.
My poor eyes. My poor ears. What the actual hell?
So
A
one of the
monster bait romance. What is going on?
Listen. One of the reviews for it said, "What did I just read and why was it so great? It's exactly what you think it is, but it's not creepy, and the hero is an absolute gem. This is so sweet and smutty. I stayed up far too late reading this, and now I need to read everything else this author has written."
I don't know. I don't even know if I can fully trust you anymore after the Unhinged.
But that was so wholesome too. It had such a good story to it.
Judging. Jail. Jail.
Listen, my whole purpose on this earth has now been to like just find books to really weird you out.
Okay. Glad I can contribute.
Uh-huh. I love your 1 star on Unhinged.
Yeah. Couldn't do it.
So funny. So funny. Anyway, so those are the books that I'm reading.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. I meant to be reading Carly Fortune's Every Summer After, but I got way too engrossed into it because I was like, I'll start it the day before we record and I'll be able to talk about it a bit. No, I could not put it down, so it got finished.
I guess we'll have to wait 2 more weeks.
Yep. Okay. That's all I got. Do you have anything else?
No, that's it.
No. Okay. If you're still here,
if you stuck around after that last book,
yeah. If you're still here, hi. Pop over to our Instagram and give us a follow. And yeah, rate our podcast, please. Maybe don't judge it off of the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Toodles.
bye.